the outside, it seemed rising Christian and gospel music artist, pageant queen winner, and political science graduate Myshel Wilkins had it all, but behind the spotlight, she and her husband struggled with heartache and infertility and 8 miscarriages. And now Myshel is sharing her story, her faith and feelings in her new devotional, and she and her husband Michael are here to take us into the pages of that book. Good morning to you.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh my goodness, so glad to have you guys here. Myshel, what prompted you to write Arise, Shine, and Conquer, and why right now? Why was this the best time to release this book?
You know, I had mentored so many ladies, and I would witness them losing battles they didn't have to lose. And it was heartbreaking. And so I wanted to give the tools and tell my story, and hopefully there would be examples that would empower women to realize that they should rise up into who God has called them to be.
Amen.
And just be all of what He's called them to do and be in this time. And this is the time, more importantly, this is the time, because I feel like when we look at our generation, we definitely need to help them come into a place of focus and a place of walking in who they really are. And I believe that they will be able to arise, shine, and conquer through every storm.
You know what? I feel like, honestly, we're in a space and time, kind of how you said right now, where we almost as women need to be reminded that everything is going to be okay, right? And so having a devotional that reminds you each and every day, whether you do it in the morning or in the evening, it's really a good presence in your life to know, like, okay, God gonna get us through it.
We're gonna get through
he gonna do his job. He gonna do his work. Now,
right.
I want you to take us back to the struggles you and Michael were facing when you were trying to create a family. Were those moments ones that tested your faith?
Absolutely. You know, when you go through anything, but specifically when you're losing children and 8 miscarriages, you have to answer the question, is God still good in this moment? Am I still good in this moment?
And that's scary.
It is. But you have to answer that question. It can't just be this circular question that you never answer. Is God good or not? And based off that, you'll live your life and make decisions based off what you believe.
You know what? And I think we've all faced that, that trial and tribulation of saying, okay, God, where you at? You know what I mean? Because I feel like I'm doing everything that you need me to do, and it's not adding up. And it is a very debilitating feeling to have. It feels like it won't change. You can't change. And so, Michael, my question for you is, I can't imagine what it's like to see your wife go through this trauma and this pain in real time. And so how did you use your faith not only to uplift yourself, but to uplift her as well?
Yeah, our faith was the key ingredient in this whole thing. Without that faith, we would have fallen apart. I mean, everyone goes through tragedies and they go through different situations and things that they're really hurtful. But the key is, don't lose hope. Don't lose hope. If the Lord promised you something, then hey, you got to fight for it. And things you got to fight for, sometimes it's not easy. You got to fight through tragedy and pain, but I'm going to receive my promise. If you tell me I'm going to have it, then until I actually see it manifested in my hands, we're going to fight. So we're going to fight for our kids, and now we have 2 beautiful boys here.
You know what do they say? God's denial is not, you're not done. You're not
That's
done.
right.
It's just a delay.
God's delay is not denial. That's right.
Exactly.
Yep,
Exactly.
right.
It's coming. It's just not coming in the time that you want it, unfortunately. So tell me though, because there is a positive out of this. Look at those 2 little boys right there. You're now a family of 4. Tell me about your sons.
Oh, they're loud and they tear up my house, but they're a gift. They're super talented, and we're just like, Lord, how do we steward this? How do we nurture what you've put in them? But they're a gift to us.
You know what's so crazy is now that I hear and listen to you guys even talk about your sons now, you're like, they're loud and they're crazy and they're rambunctious, but they are a gift. And you know what? The gift came at the perfect time where you guys were prepared and you knew what it takes to build a family. You have more respect for it, I think. And so now that you're in that space where you get to parent these 2 wonderful children, you feel even more blessed than you probably would have if it happened the first time, or in the way that you thought it would happen, the way society thinks things would happen. Now, I want to get to your music because we saw a really nice clip of you just absolutely blowing. That was your single "Royal Roar" from your album. You're lending your voice actually to a town here in Texas, Frisco specifically. Tell me how that partnership came about.
Okay, so I'm a songwriter, so I love to write about what I love, and I love Frisco, Texas, and so I wrote this song for the city of Frisco, and super excited about, hopefully, this song will be the official song of Frisco, Texas. So that's what we would love to happen, but it's a fun song. I believe it's befitting for an innovative place, and it's just a beautiful place to live, and I'm grateful to be there.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I also want to touch on, because you're doing big things, girl. You're not just a singer, she's not just an author, but she's also a podcaster as well. Tell me about the podcast.
So our podcast, Embracing Freedom, it was so much fun to do. We put it on hold for a little bit, but we're going to come back in the fall, and I'm going to have a great lineup of people to tell their stories. And the whole desire is that people will hear their stories and say, you know what, I can relate to that. I can overcome. I can arise, shine, and conquer every giant.
That's branding right there. I like that. That was so good. That was so good. Way to sell it home. Now, you guys, look at this, how cute this devotional is. I mean, it can slip literally in your purse, in your backpack. You can take it wherever you want to go. And so let me ask you this, as far as reading this, what do you hope women take away after they're done each day with their devotional?
Life comes at us fast. It can take our breath away. But with the partnership with God, you will arise and shine and conquer because you're built to overcome. You are wired to overcome. Yeah, it's in you. And so as you read those stories, I hope it awakens a fire in your eyes.
You know what?
Yeah.
I think this works for men too, low-key. I'm looking at your husband over here and I'm thinking like, okay, you guys, the cover's pink, but I swear there's some good stuff in here.
You know what? I told him that. I said, hey, you can take the bottom part off. It's just for a devotional for everyone. Because I love reading it too, even though I'm in a lot of the stories because the stories is us.
It's about you guys.
But it's still a blessing to me to go back and read it and be like, oh wow, we did overcome. It's like a journal of our history of things we've that God has got us through. So I love
you know
it.
what? I think this could be a really good couples book as well, you know, when people are going through those trying times. Because marriage comes with a buttload of trials and tribulations, including building a family. But you know what? You can use this to really send it home that God has got it taken care of. Where can people learn more about you, about your podcast, about your music, about this fabulous devotional? Where can we get all the information?
So I want people to follow me on Instagram. So that's Myshel Music. That's one word. And then please come to MyshelWilkins.com where you'll get to see all the wonderful things that we do, the mission work, the book, the music, everything that we do to serve our community and the world. So
and the book is also available on Amazon and Barnes & Noble online.
There we go. Look at Mike. Look, that's a husband and wife duo right there. That's right. Listen, thank you guys so much for being here and sharing your wisdom and your kindness. I mean, what a blessing you guys are and an example to everyone out there. So we appreciate you.
Thank you. God bless you.